Hello student, this is session 2, link data and spreadsheet using multiple workbooks and linking cells. Okay. In these sessions, we will learn how to link cells, link sheet, which may be same workbook or different workbook. So, why we link? We link cells to access data from other cells. When a cell is being linked, then any modification in the source cells, it update the destination cells. Okay, so using link we can access data from a cell from other cells. Okay, here the first topic is renaming worksheet. Okay, in a workbook by default there are 3 sheets having name sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. If you want, then you can insert more sheet, or you can also delete sheet from a workbook. Okay, notice this is a workbook having name class X chapter 2. Okay, and by default the workbook contains 3 sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Okay, if you want more sheet, then you can also insert. This is the new sheet button. Okay, you can click here to insert more sheet, and if you are to delete, then right click on the sheet and select the delete options. Okay, so the first topic is renaming sheet. By default the sheet name is sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Okay, we can rename the sheet by right click on the sheet name, then select the rename options. Enter a name for the sheet. Okay, just right click on the select the sheet first, then right click on the sheet name. It open up a pop-up menu, select the rename options. Then enter a valid name for the sheet. Okay, in this way we can rename the worksheet. Next topic is linking cell. We can link one cell to another, okay, in 2 ways, using the mouse, and second one using the keyboard. So first, using the mouse, select the cell, destination cell, then enter the equal to sign. Okay, then click on the cell to which you want to link the cell. Okay, I14, then click the enter button. Look at 74. This is 74. Now both cells are interlinked. Any modification we've done here, it updates automatically in the destination cell. 100. Look, the destination cell automatically update to 100. Okay, this is the benefit of linking. If we modify anything in the source, it updates the destination cells automatically. Okay, 30. Okay, 50. In this way, we can link a cell with another cells. Okay, first you need to enter equal to sign, then the address of the cell, okay, equal to sign, then enter 30. Okay, so second option is we can also link using the keyboard. Select the cell, enter equal to sign, and you need to enter the source cell address of the source cells. Suppose I want to enter 54, link with this cell, then the cell address is G13. Okay, column G and row 13, so address is G13, 54. Okay, so here I have linked cells within a sheet. We can also link cells with different worksheet. Okay, this is cell to sheet. Suppose in this example, this is the cell report of salesman 1. In second sheet, this is the cell report of salesman 2, and I want to sum the sales report of quarter 1 of both the salesmen here in sheet number 3. Okay, then first enter the equal to sign, then click on the sheet, then the value of the cell, okay, look at, then the plus operator, then sheet 2, click on the sheet 2 and select the number of HP left of cells in quarter 1 by salesman 2. Okay, look at sheet 3. Okay, equal to sheet 3 explanation mark H11 plus sheet 3 explanation mark G11, then press the enter key. Okay, so first enter equal to sign, then click on the cells 1 sheet, then value, then operator plus, then click on the cells 2, then the value, then press the enter key. Okay, 50. Okay, salesmen of this one the 20 plus 30, here sheet 3 equal to 50. In this way we can link cells between sheets. Okay. If we modify anything on the source cells, like here I am entering 50. Okay. The result cell automatically of that. Okay. HP, the value of HP in quarter 1 became 80. Okay. So this is how to link cells within a sheet or within different sheets. Formula is, first you need to enter the equal to sign, then sheet name, then exclamation mark, then cell address. Okay, this is the way to linking sheets. Equal to sign, then sheet name, then exclamation mark, then the address of the cell that you want to link or use in your formula or function. Okay. Next topic is sharing worksheet data. Okay. We can share the workbook if we are working in a network, then so that all the users in the network can access the data. Okay. Spreadsheet software allow the user to share the workbook and place it in the network locations where several users can access it simultaneously. Okay. Let's see how to share a workbook. Open the workbook, then go to the review tab. Here is the options share workbook. Okay, on the changes group, click on the share button. Here all the user will display in this dialog box. Okay, select the user, they can use the workbook and click on OK button. Okay, it will store in the share network, share drive, where all the user can access this workbook. Next session is create and use macros in spreadsheet. Okay, macros actually it is a feature of MS Excel which can store the keystroke you use in MS Excel and can be run in the letter. Okay, generally it is used to record and name a set of actions or set of action. This name set of record can be used again and again. The macros are stored in the same workbook in which you created. Okay. Instead of doing same things again and again, we can record the actions in a macro and later we can run the macro to perform the tasks. Okay. It is used to reduce repetitive tasks. Same tasks which we generally done again and again. Okay. So let's start how to create or record a macro and run a macro. Open MS Excel. Okay. Suppose I want to sum Suppose I want to count total number of cells in quarter 1 here, in quarter 2 here, and quarter 3 here. Okay. Here I can repeat the same task again and again. Here also, and here also. Instead of entering the same functions again and again, I can record a macro and run on this cell. Okay. So first step which record a macro is position the cells where you want to record the macro, then go to the data, select the view tab. Here is the macro. Okay, click on the macro button, then select use relative reference button, then again select the macro, select the second options, record macro. Okay, enter a name for the macro here. By default the name of the macro is macro 1, 2 or 3. Okay, I enter cell for the name of the macro. You can also assign a shortcut key Control plus. Okay, but notice that use a shortcut key which is not predefined shortcut key, like Control plus S for save, Control plus X for cut, Control plus C for copy. Okay, these are already, these shortcut key are assigned to a functions. You need to choose a key which is not used in this application. So here I am choosing D, Control D. Okay, this shortcut key is used to run a macro. Okay, then click on OK button. Now enter the formula equal to sum, then select the range. Equal to sum bracket start, then select the range. Okay, then close the bracket and press enter key. Okay, now stop recording. Select macro, then stop recording. Okay, a macro is being created. You can run the macro here by using the shortcut key or the from macro go to the view macro, then select the macro run, click on run button. Okay, notice it perform all the steps which is being recorded in the macros. Okay, you can also press the shortcut key to run the macro. I have assigned the shortcut key Control plus D. Control plus D. Okay. In this way, we can record a macro and run a macro. This is all about your chapter 2 spreadsheet, electronic spreadsheet advance. Okay, so next video I will upload the question answer of all the chapters I have touched already. Okay, so thank you.